How's it going today, friends? I wanted to chat with you a bit today about what I believe to be one of the correct ways to hold a guitar pick. Okay? When I was coming up as a kid, I didn't get a lot of advice about it. The only thing I heard from just about every single friend that I had, this is pre YouTube, pre internet, you know, just dudes in the schoolyard. Uh, we all kind of nodded and said, "Yeah, yeah, just hold it whatever kind of way feels comfortable for you," and and that's kind of what it was. So it's different times now, and there's tons of information out there on the internet, but I would like to put my own spin on it for beginners. Okay, so this is my way of holding a guitar pick. Okay, start with your pointer finger, with your pointer finger, and the point of the pick is going to go in the same direction as your pointer finger. Hope you can see that, and just a little bit beyond it, kind of like just an extra fingernail. That's the effect that you want it to have. Now, it's this as opposed to a lot of people when they first start off, they hold it really floppy, and then it's really easy to drop the pick. If you're holding an acoustic guitar, it can fall in the sound hole, and then you gotta shake the pick out of your guitar. It's a mess. So you don't want a pick to be much more than an extra fingernail. Okay. Now, the way I hold it is you just put your thumb on top of your first finger and have the pick going just beyond the first finger like an extra fingernail. Okay? Now that's to start. This frees up the rest of your fingers so that when you get more advanced, you can use your other fingers as well as your pick. Okay, my picking this picking position really doesn't change no matter what I do, whether I'm picking single lines or doing hybrid picking, that kind of thing. All right, it really doesn't change. Okay, I'm playing with an unplugged guitar, by the way, because the guitar wasn't the focus of the video. So, all right. So moving on. Now, what I showed you thus far isn't really the most important part. What I really want you to leave with is what's called it's a downward pick slant, so that when you hold the pick to the strings, to the strings, the pick is going to be at about a 45-degree angle to the floor, so that the point of the pick is, if you're holding the guitar this way, from where I'm sitting, the pick is kind of pointing upwards back at my chest, you know. It's pointing up and back. All right? You can kind of see like a downward slide. This is really important, okay? Now, a lot of guitar players, there's more than one way to hit the strings. A lot of guitar players will tell you to go at a 45-degree angle to the string, which is fine, but the downward picking, you can do everything that you can do with the 45-degree angle picking if you just move it to a downward slant. And this way your pick never gets caught up in your strings. And by that, if you're playing a simple, say you're playing a simple G chord, if you're holding it at the downward picking angle, it just glosses right over your strings, right? If you're doing single picking, it works for strumming. It works for everything, okay? I'd like to recommend a guy online. His name is Troy Grady, and his series is called Cracking the Code. And he goes very, very deep into picking technique, and the guy's videos are wonderful. I'm a huge fan. Especially where he talks about Yngwie Malmsteen. Now, you might not be up to the playing ability, but when he starts talking about picking technique, oddly enough, it's something that even a beginner should try to latch on to. It's something that you should study, and even if you don't immediately get it, hold on to it and keep trying. All right? Thank you for watching my video.